There are 10 modifications I put on my own Silverado that GM says will void my warranty. Not illegal by law, illegal by dealership policy. Number 8. Prevents the $4,500 AFM lifter failure that GM refuses to cover. The enemy isn't your Silverado. It's the corporate decisions that prioritize fuel economy numbers over long-term durability, and the warranty language that protects GM, not you. Here's what mechanics do when nobody's watching. 10. Running non-Dexron transmission fluid. Let's start with the simplest one that'll get your warranty claim denied faster than you can say shift quality. GM specifies Dexron 6 for the 6L80, 8L90, and 10L80 transmissions. Use anything else, even premium synthetic from Omsoil or Royal Purple. Here's the thing. The 8L90 had shudder problems so widespread that GM issued multiple technical service bulletins and changed their own fluid specification twice. Aftermarket synthetics like Amsoil Signature Series resist thermal breakdown at temperatures the 8L90 actually reaches under towing load. Independent transmission shops that rebuild dozens of GM transmissions per year see the fluid at 60, 80, 100,000 miles. Many of them recommend premium synthetics over factory Dexron for high mileage, high load applications. I run Amsoil in my own 2018 Silverado. Cost difference: $60 more per service. Over 200,000 miles, that's a few $100s for fluid that protects better under stress. Correct approach: keep your receipts. Run fluid that meets the Dexron specification. Know that if a warranty claim comes up, the dealer can use this as ammunition. 9. Aftermarket upper control arms on a leveled truck. This one is the most hypocritical ban on this entire list. GM sells leveling kits through their dealer accessories program. You can buy a 2-inch level kit with a GM logo, have the dealer install it, and drive off with a level truck. But here's the problem. The factory-stamped steel upper control arms were designed for stock ride height. The result? Negative caster, which causes wandering at highway speed. Aftermarket UCAs from Cognito, Kryptonite, or Icon solve every single one of these problems. They use uniball or heavy-duty ball joint ends with 2 to 4 degrees of additional caster adjustment that factory arms physically cannot achieve. Cost: $650 to $900 per pair. Install aftermarket UCAs on a leveled Sierra, and the alignment goes back to factory spec. Tires wear evenly. Steering feels precise. Ball joint life increases. I run Icon UCAs on my leveled truck. Alignment has been perfect for 60,000 miles. 8. AFM delete or disable prevents $4,500 lifter failure. The single most important reliability modification you can do on a 2007-2020 Silverado 5.3L. AFM Fuel Manage deactivates cylinders 1, 4, 6, and 7 during light load to save fuel. In practice, fuel savings are 1-2 mpg at best. When an AFM lifter fails, the lobe loses contact with the cam. The cylinder misfires. You hear it tick. Metal debris circulates through your oil system. The repair: complete engine teardown, new lifters, new cam, possibly new pistons if cylinder walls are scored. Cost: $4,000 to $7,000. There are 3 ways mechanics prevent this on their own trucks. Option 1. Software disable via tuner, 300-500. Devices like Range FM Disabler plug into your OBD2 port and prevent the system from activating. Lifters stay locked in standard position. No cam swap needed. Option 2. VLOM modification, $150 parts plus, 2 hours labor. Physically modify the Valley Lifter oil manifold to prevent oil pressure from collapsing the lifters. Combine with a tune to disable AFM function in the ACUM. Permanent fix. Option 3. Full delete kit, $800, $1,200 plus labor. Replace the AFM cam with a non-AFM cam. GM Performance Parts 1586481. Swap all lifters. Install LS3 Valley cover. 7. Catback exhaust system. This one rarely raises red flags, but dealers will look further if they see an aftermarket exhaust. A catback exhaust, everything after the catalytic converter, is one of the most popular mods. It doesn't touch emissions equipment, so most states don't care. But if an exhaust is just the tip of the iceberg on your mod list, dealerships keep looking. I run a MagnaFlow cat back on my truck. It's quieter than stock at cruise, but has a deeper tone under throttle. No drone, no rasp. Cost, $650 installed. The smart play: if you're under warranty and something breaks, unbolt the exhaust and reinstall stock before taking it to the dealer. 6. Cold air intake, ARB. Dealers hate these. Insurance companies flag them. EPA enforcement targets them in California. Installing a non-CARB certified cold air intake voids emissions-related warranty coverage. If you're in California and get caught during a smog check, you fail immediately. But here's reality. A quality CAI from K&N, S&B, or AIF improves throttle response, adds 510 horsepower, and sounds better. The factory airbox is designed for cost and vert/vibration/harshness, not airflow. I run an S&B intake with a dry filter. It's not CARB certified. I accept the risk. Cost, $350. If I need warranty work, I reinstall the stock airbox first. 5. Programmer Tuner HP Tuners, EFA Live, Diablo Sport. This is where you really get into trouble. A custom tune reflashes your ECM to adjust fuel maps, timing, shift points, and torque management. Done correctly, you gain 30-50 horsepower on a naturally aspirated 5.3L. Throttle response sharpens. Transmission shifts firm up. The problem: GM tracks ECM flash counts. Every rewrite increments a counter that doesn't reset. Any non-factory calibration is grounds for complete powertrain warranty denial. Dealers check for this during diagnostics. If they see multiple flashes or non-GM calibration, every engine and transmission claim you'll ever file is dead. I run HP Tuner's custom calibration on my truck. Mail-in tune from a reputable shop, firmer shifts. Better throttle, no more torque management cutting power mid-shift. Cost, $650 for Tune Plus device. The risk: if something breaks, GM will blame the tune. Under Magnuson-Moss, they must prove the tune caused the failure. 4. Long tube headers, the oldest battle between GM and the aftermarket. Replacing factory cast iron exhaust manifolds with aftermarket long tube headers from Kooks, Stainless Works, or American Racing Headers. The moment your dealer sees them, every powertrain warranty claim is denied. California's CARB has never certified long tube headers on any GM truck. Even catted headers with high-flow cats don't carry a CARB exemption number. Why mechanics install them anyway? 15-25 horsepower gain from headers alone. Pair with a tune and you're at 35+ horsepower. Exhaust scavenging improves, throttle response sharpens, torque curve widens. Cost, $1,200–$2,500 for catted headers plus $400, $600 labor. Installation takes 6–10 hours 3. But here is what most owners do not know. You do not need an engine rebuild to stop the theft right now. There is a device called the Range Technology AFM-DFM Disabler, model RA003B. It plugs directly into the OBD2 port under your dashboard. It prevents the engine control module from ever engaging 4-cylinder mode. Your truck runs on 8 cylinders. Every start, every mile. When you pull it out before a dealer visit, the ECM shows no record it was ever there. The dealer scans your truck. They see a stock engine management system. They recommend fuel management system maintenance, and you hand them the clipboard back. I know exactly what is happening in the comments right now. Someone is typing, "My dealer told me that any modification voids my entire warranty." Let me be precise about what that statement is. The Magnuson-Moss Warranty Act, 15 United States Code, Section 2301, is a federal law that prohibits any manufacturer or dealer from voiding your warranty simply because you used an aftermarket part or modified your vehicle. The only legal exception: the dealer must prove, specifically and in writing, that your exact modification directly caused the specific failure they are refusing to cover. Installing a AFM disabler does not void your powertrain warranty. Replacing AFM lifters with standard lifters does not automatically void your powertrain warranty. The dealer telling you otherwise is making a statement that is a potential violation of federal consumer protection law. Here is what the theft actually cost you, platform by platform, dollar by dollar. GM 5.3L L83 and L84 engines. Every Silverado, Sierra, Tahoe, Suburban, Yukon, and Escalade from 2014 through 2024 with these codes. You paid for specialized AFM lifters designed to fail. Failure repair cost $8,000 to $15,000. Full system removal during existing engine service $1,000 to $3,000. Ram Hemi 5.7L and 6.4L engines 2009 to present. GM called it AFM. Ram called it the multi-displacement system. Same collapsible lifters, same failure sequence. Same $15,000 repair conversation. Same $70 prevention. GM 6.2L L86 and L87 engines. Premium platform, premium price. Same defective FM system for the pending class action still in certification as of 2026. You paid more for the same designed failure point. Dealer nitrogen tire fill, $99 to $699 charged. Actual cost, under $10. Green valve stem caps are the marker. Swap to standard stems, under $5. Combined dealer hardware value on a typical new truck purchase, $1,500 to $3,400. Total engineered failure exposure on AFM-equipped trucks, $8,000 to $15,000. You consented to all of it. The purchase agreement covered the factory hardware. The delivery paperwork covered the dealer add-ons. You signed. They collected. The consent trap does not look like theft when it is happening. It looks like a feature. In 1981, General Motors introduced the Cadillac V864, the first cylinder deactivation system in a production vehicle. It failed mechanically in the first model year. GM discontinued it in 1985. 22 years of engineering time.